Hello students, welcome. This is an extra video. We multiplied binomials in section 7.2, part 1. I showed you how to multiply binomials using the FOIL method, but I mentioned that there are two other methods that you can also use. So if you don't like foiling, welcome. And if you do like foiling, welcome. Either way, glad you're here. This video is about how to multiply binomials with the distributive property. So all the examples that we do today are going to include the distributive property. There are two ways that you can multiply binomials using the distributive property. One way is the vertical format and another is the horizontal method. So I'm going to show you horizontal first and then I'm going to show you the vertical method. So first things first, I'm going to color code. You know by now that I am a color coder. So I'm going to make this binomial red, and this binomial will be blue. Now, the way that it works with the horizontal method and with the distributive property is I take this x, I take the first term in the first binomial, and I give it to the entire second binomial. So I have x times, worth it for the color coding, x plus 5. And then notice how you have the plus 2 over here. So then you take the 2, which is the second term in the binomial, and you multiply it by the second binomial. So here, and now this is just a matter of the distributive property. You know how to do this. We did this back in chapters 1, 2, so you know how to do this. But what we did, I'm going to recap how we got here. So what we did was we took the first term, we took the x, and we multiplied it by x plus 5. And then we took the second term, the 2, and we multiplied it by the x plus 5. So we have x times x plus 5, and then 2 times x plus 5. The reason we knew to add here in the middle is because we are adding here in the middle. It's positive 2, not x minus 2. Okay, and now that we are here, all we have to do is distribute. And we know how to do that. So we're going to go x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. And then plus, we're going to do the same thing over here. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times 5 is positive 10. And now this is exactly what you would have gotten if you had FOILed it. First, outside, inside, last, and so on. Remember that we still need to combine our like terms. So 5 plus 2 is 7x. So we actually have x squared plus 7x plus 10. And that is your final answer. So that is the horizontal method. There is also a vertical method. If you're still like, this doesn't make any sense, that's okay. I'm going to show you another way too. First, let's check our answer. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. They kept color coding even on this line. They are more hardcore than I. Okay, but yes, the final product is the same as ours, so we were correct. Now the vertical method. This is very similar to when you had things in, I don't know, elementary, middle school. When do we learn this now? When you had things like this, and remember you have to multiply the 8 to the 4, the 8 to the 3, and then you hop over here and the 7 goes to the 4 and the 7 goes to the 3. This method of multiplying with the distributive property is very similar. Very similar. Just now we have polynomials and terms of polynomials in it. So what we're going to do is, let's color code again. I'm going to take the first polynomial, x plus 3, and then I'm going to take the second polynomial, x minus 4, and we're going to set them up. We're going to say multiply both of these together. And what I'm going to do is exactly like what we would have done in that example I gave where we multiplied these two. I do 8 times 4, and then I do the 32. I'm going to do the exact same thing with this polynomial right here. So negative 4, excuse me, times 3 is negative 12. And then negative 4 times x is negative 4x. And as you know, we always leave a space down here when I move to the second term over here, whether it's the 7. In this case, when I move to the 7, I put a 0 down here. And same thing when I move to the x, I'm going to put a 0 down here, and then I'm going to start on the left. And if you're like, Miss Dodge, this is horribly confusing, that's okay. Maybe the horizontal method is for you. Maybe foiling is for you. But okay, so we did negative 4 times the top binomial. Now we're going to do the x times the top binomial. So I have x times 3 is 3x. And notice how it goes under here because we put a 0 over here. And now I'm doing x times x, which is x squared. And that's a positive 3x, so I'm just going to put a plus in between them. And now, this is exactly like what we did when we were multiplying like this as well. We're just going to add everything straight down. So I have the negative 12. Negative 4 plus 3x is negative 1x, or we don't need to write the 1, we can just say negative x. And then the x squared is all by itself, so it comes down. And our final answer is x squared minus x minus 12. So this way is kind of nice because it feels very familiar. If you multiplied like 2 or 3 digit numbers together a lot in your childhood, like me, then this feels very familiar and very comfortable. And if it doesn't, if you're like, I don't remember how to do this, I don't know what you're doing, that's okay. Try a different method. Try the horizontal one, try something else. Okay, let's make sure that we were right. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. We were correct. All right, now I want to give you some space to try. I want you to try the horizontal method, and then we're going to have the same problem. So we're going to do the horizontal method, and then we're going to do the vertical method on the exact same problems. So if you hated one of them, you're like, the horizontal method, garbage. Fine, you can just move straight on. You can do it with the vertical method. I'm going to show you both. So you try whichever way you like best. Pause the video and try horizontal, vertical, whichever you like, try it. And then unpause the video to do it with me. So we're going to do the horizontal method first. So I'm going to color code again. First binomial will be red. Second binomial will be blue. And I'm going to let the y go to this one, go to the second binomial. So I'll get y times y plus 1. And then the 4 is also going to the second binomial. So plus 4 times y plus 1. And that was not a good job of color coding, because this y plus 1 I said was going to be blue. So y plus 1 and y plus 1. Now, we're just going to do the distributive property like we usually do. So y times y is y squared. Y times 1 is y. More distribution rainbows. 4 times y is 4y. And 4 times 1 is 4. Now we're going to combine our like terms. Everything with a y is going to get put together. So I have y squared. And then remember, this is 1y. Always an imaginary 1 in front of the y. So 1 plus 4 is 5y plus 4. And there you have it. Wonderful. Let's do the second one. Maybe with, I will just use the same colors. First one is red. Second one is blue. I'm going to take the z and multiply it by the second binomial, z plus 6. And then I'm going to take the negative 2 and multiply it by the second binomial, z plus 6. Keep it consistent. Okay. And now, I'm going to do my distribution rainbows. Z times Z is Z squared. Z times 6 is 6Z. And negative 2 times Z is negative 2Z. And negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Let's combine our like terms. We have Z squared, and then 6 minus 2 is 4. So 4Z minus 12. And if you had foiled, if you had used the FOIL method, you would have gotten the exact same answers. So now we're going to do these exact same problems, but we're going to do them with the vertical method. Let's see if we get the same answer when we use the vertical method. Okay, so again, first one is going to be red. I have y plus 4. Second one will be blue. I have y plus 1. And I'm going to multiply them together. So, same thing as usual. The 1 goes to the 4, and the 1 goes to the y. So, oh, I just get y plus 4. Oh, that makes sense because 1 times y plus 4 is just y plus 4. Okay, and then I'm going to skip the space down here, and I'm going to do y times 4. 4y, and y times y is y squared. And now we add everything together. Getting a little cramped. 4y, remember there's of course our imaginary 1 in front. So 1 plus 4 is 5y, and then y squared. Beautiful. Did we get the same thing? We did! We did get the same thing. So it doesn't matter if you use the vertical method or the horizontal method, you will get the same answer. Or the FOIL method, you will get the same answer. Alright, so now we're going to do the second one with the vertical method. Z minus 2 times Z plus 6. And we're going to multiply them together. So the 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. 6 times Z is 6Z. And then we're going to leave a space underneath the 12. Z times negative 2 is negative 2Z, and Z times Z is Z squared. Now all that's left to do is combine them all together. Negative 12, 6 minus 2 is 4Z plus Z squared. And is that the same thing we got last time? It is the same thing we got last time. Hooray! Alrighty. So these are the practice problems from the book about using the distributive property to find the product. You can use the vertical or the horizontal method. It does not matter. Whichever one you like better will work just fine. But these are some practice problems you can do to practice this method if you liked this method. Okay, that is all I have for you today. No lunch, because this was just a small little video. So thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And check out the other, if you were like, distributive property, not for me, that's okay. You can check out the foiling video if you didn't already. And you can check out the using the table video, which both of those will be right up here. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.